Hello everyone! Today, we're going to be upgrading my Raspberry Pi Home Assistant. So, recently, I've been, well, for the past, I guess, 6 months at least, I've been using Home Assistant on my Raspberry Pi. And I've been using it on an SD card, or not an SD card, yeah, an SD card. Um, Something like this. Now, the problem with that is these cards, tend to wear out a lot faster over time. Um, and because I'm using Home Assistant almost every day now, and I have so many things saved on it, so many my Z-Wave devices, I have so much running on this now. Um, I can't afford it to go down because it's basically running my part of my house. So in order to get that um, to work forever, basically, we're gonna put it on an SSD. Now these have like SSDs have modules to help regulate like the data and stuff and make sure that it doesn't disappear. SD cards don't have that technology, so this is gonna be what we're gonna use. Oh, plus it's like 100 times faster than this little guy right here. Even if it is, we're going to be using like a USB connector to this. So like it won't run at its full speeds, but it'll run fast, way faster than this thing. That little card, right? It'll run way faster than this. See, even the controller is about like the controller for this card is about the same size as the chip. That's the controller for all the flash memory, or all the memory on here. Ah. So let's get started. Alright, so first things first is we gotta unbox all this stuff. So I'm gonna use scissors, because... Yep. There we go. And we got our SSD out. This is a Kingston 240 gigabyte. It was the cheapest in Amazon. That's basically the only reason I got it. It doesn't need to be the best because it's only going in a Raspberry Pi. It just needs to live long enough, I guess, is what you would want to say for this. So there's nothing much here for that. Oh, no, I gotta separate these later into recyclables. All right. Next thing we need is a way to convert this into a USB module. Now this is just for oh wow, wait a second. What are these? Oh, these might be heating pads. That's fine. Now this is gonna be just for getting the data from our computer here to this. We need to write the Home Assistant data onto this before we throw it on there. The program needs to be on here. The operating system needs to be on here before we throw it into the Raspberry Pi. So in order to do that, we need to have some kind of device that'll allow us to. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that wasn't good. Yeah. This just kind of just snaps in like this. Should just fit in. And we can secure it with a screw, why not? Oh, that's what these are for. Are you the one that holds it down? Nope. No! Oh god. That slipped. I don't think this is supposed to be for that. What are the instructions on this? I mean, in theory, it should be fine. Oh, so this is actually supposed to kind of sit. Oh, okay, so that's what that groove's for. So, let's zoom in a bit. So, if you can see this, come on. That groove right there is supposed to have sit the SSD right there. And I think we just plug it in. Like that. Put that down. And then just screw in this little boy right in there. Oh. There's no like screw mechanism. What the hell are these people doing? Is this supposed to be like toolless or something? Well, I guess it works. Alright, so we're just gonna keep this out of there. What we want is just to have this be able to plug into our computer so we can program this, and then we can throw it in our case that we picked out for our Raspberry Pi. So the case I picked out for the Raspberry Pi is the Argon 1. So as you guys can see, it's kind of beat up already. That's because I've had this for like 2 weeks now, but I haven't had the SSD changer, or the controller to load up Home Assistant on our SSD right here, our M.2 SSD. I haven't had that, so I've had to wait. So for the Argon 1, let's see what we got here. Easy assembly. Cool. Why not? And actually, we might save this for later. Right now, I think I just want to do this. So we're going to plug it in. I don't know if you heard that, but we now have power to it. So in theory, it should pop up as a regular. No, it doesn't. Okay. So we're gonna switch over to screen capture. Oh, whoa, nope. And we're gonna have to find it and probably format the drive. So in order to do this, just type in format, just even 4, and create it in format hard drive partitions. Hey, you must initialize a disk before it can use it. So this is pretty cool. Not all recognized by all previous versions of Windows. That's fine. All right, let's do that. So yeah, this is our 240. They say 240 gigabytes, but it's usually whatever the stupid count on it is. It's usually like whatever, half. We're going to, because it says unallocated, we're going to make a new simple volume. We're gonna use all the space, the max. Just basically, it should copy and paste the maximum amount of disk space. We're gonna hit next. We're just gonna hit next, assign it whatever number you want. It's gonna be. We're gonna mark this as Pi SSD, and we're just gonna mark it as finished. And it's gonna format it, and now it popped up as Pi SSD. Woo! Okay, so now that we got that done, now that we can write to it, we actually have to go to the software to write the Home Assistant to it. So we got to go to Raspberry Pi OS. Then we got to click on Download for Windows. It's going to take forever. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Install. And then run. And now we have our... Okay, now we got to choose an operating system. So we got to put Home Assistant on here. So I believe it's Other Specific. And then it says Home Assistance and Home Automation. And then we click on Home Assistant. And then we want it for the Raspberry Pi 4. Then we choose our storage. We choose our SSD. Mounted as H. Yep, Raspberry Pi is considered H. Okay. And then we just click Write. Yes. It always tells us, you know, wants to make sure that we're not gonna screw this drive up in any way. If there's something saved on it, that's why I always double check to make sure whichever disk I was writing to. That's why I popped it up and said, "Hey, what's going on? Sure, make sure this is H." That's fine. So now we just wait. Hey! Alright, now I can go in here. Is there... Nope, there's no H. I unplugged it. Plug it back in. There we go. We got the reboot right there. Oh, come on. There we go. There it is. There's everything for the first boot in our system. Alright, so we got that done. Alright. So I can unplug that. The next thing would be for the SD card. We gotta redo this. So we plug it in. Got a bunch of stuff here. Now, we need to have this. Basically, it's going to change how the Raspberry Pi boots. So we need to have we need to change the boot priority to a USB device because our SSD is going to be plugged in via USB. Choose storage. Yep, we choose that storage, which was the USB drive. Yep, that's fine. And we're just gonna write to there. You sure you want to continue? Yes. And so what we did there was is we're writing to this SD card, so that way it tells the, like I said, it's going to tell the Raspberry Pi to always boot from the USB device instead of trying to boot from the SD card slot. The USB device is going to be our SSD. Alright, so now that we got that done, let's unplug it, let's move it over here, and let's go back to the workbench. Alright, so, now that we got this done, we can just unscrew it. There. That's there. And let's just put this back together so that way I don't have to guess where all the parts are when I get, when I actually decide to use this. Oh, can I just not put the... my hands are gonna slip now. There we go. Okay. Screws through. And just there. And then pop the case back on. Come on. There we go. Alright, and so this one we're just gonna save for a later time whenever we need whenever we would like another portable hard drive or whatever. It's fine. For right now, that's not our case. We got our SSD, we're fine. Alright, so now on to the main event. Well, not the main event, but the Argon 1 M.2 case. Nothing left in the packaging. Recycle bin. Alright, so we pull this out. And it's nicely packaged, actually, for what it is. Alright, so this is the case. Let's do a nice pull. There we go. All in one. And now here's the case. Alright, so we have several things. Here's our main drive, or this is where the SD card's gonna, or not SD card, but the SSD is gonna be in here. Then we got, it goes out to a USB. Then that's gonna plug in with this adapter to, basically the Raspberry Pi is gonna sit right on top of it. It's just gonna go straight in. Raspberry Pi sits on there. One end goes to the Raspberry Pi, the other one goes to this. And then we got a breakout board, I guess, up here with a fan and some other stuff. Is there a way to actually put this all together? Is there a way to have the SSD just not fail? Do we not have any screws? Oh, no. This kit didn't come in with any screws. Oh, no. No, we don't. Do we have any screws? No, we don't. We don't have any pads either. Oh, no. This is gonna be a how to cobble together everything. But for right now, let's install the SSD because I don't want to panic. There we go. Let's see if this screwdriver works. It does. All right. So we can just do this. And then we should be able to just throw this in. Oh, don't tell me that this is going to be... There we go, with a little bit of pressure, it worked. There we go. That's in. Now the Raspberry Pi. Silly. Alright, so before we do the Raspberry Pi, we have to do a few other things for housekeeping. So let's go to our screen capture. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to make a backup of this and save it on our computer. So we go to Settings, System, Backup, and we want to create a backup. We're going to name it SSD backup. We want to do a full backup, and we want to just create it. Now it's going to take a few seconds to create, and the Raspberry Pi needs to have power in order to do this, so we need to wait until that's all done. While that's doing that, I can look for things. I don't know if I'll have screws for this. Maybe these could work. I don't know. We are not great right now. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Do we have it? Are they somewhere around here? Please tell me they're somewhere around here. Oh. These could be it. Okay. Never mind. I think I found them. Cool. I really hope those are it, because I don't want to go digging for anything else. Alright, so we created our backup. Now you just gotta download it. So we click on it. We do this, we do download backup, and it should just download to our computer right here. Cool. Alright, that's it. We're good. Alright, now we can shut this down. I don't know how to shut down the Raspberry Pi other than just... other than hit restart. They don't have a shutdown tool. So we're just gonna have to pull the power. So good luck, everyone. We're gonna do it. Alright, so we got our Raspberry Pi out. We need hex keys. We need hex keys. Do we have hex keys? Somewhere? I totally forgot about disassembly. We're gonna need to find some hex keys. Give me 1 second, cause these are all hex screws. Alright, so I got my... Hopefully this is just the key for it. Nope, it's not. So I need to... Because I thought I had the key for it, so I thought it would be just easy. Looks like... No, I just need to find the proper one using my metric set. Because usually these hex ones are metric. Nope. Oh, watch it be the one I don't have. I'll be so mad. It's the one I don't have. Son of a... Okay. So... Wait, are you? Are you sure you're not? Nope. It needs 2mm. I don't have a 2mm on me. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Not that one. It's the where is my 2mm hex wrench game, and I don't know how to play this properly. Why am I being dumb? I don't need my toolkit. I got my iFixit kit. Alright, so we got our iFixit kit. I'm so dumb I forgot about it for a second. And we need 2mm. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's one. There's two. Let's move this out the way. There's three. And there's four. All right. Okay, we want to pull this out. I gotta remember that it was in the bottom left one when we put this all back together, because I want to make sure that everything works. All right, and this should just kind of like pop off, right? Yep. All right. You know what? I think these pads are decent still. We just installed this not even a few, what, weeks? Not even a few weeks ago. No, it was a couple months ago, actually. But I think the pads are still good. What would these cover? Alright, let me just... Number one thing, this is going to be an extension board for these. Other reason I kind of chose this one, this entire package, was because of basically just having that extension board. Because this extension board just like turns it into full 2 HDMIs instead of mini HDMIs, or what is it, micro HDMI, which is like one of the worst things that you can do for this. Anyways, you know what? Okay, so I found this bag, which should have all the stuff for it. Yeah, it has the 2 pads and a bunch of screws. So we're gonna use these. Now, where's the... Okay. Let me get rid of a few things. We got to clean up the workspace. Get rid of the knife. Get rid of the scissors, because we don't need those no more. Assembly instructions. Make sure this is... Okay, make sure the SD card is not during the assembly. So this one holds all the data from the last one. I want to save that. Just in case everything goes bad and we have to boot it up from the SD card again. We don't have to. We don't have to make another one. We don't have to do nothing else. Now, does this pop open? Yeah, it does. Okay, so... Alright, we're not doing that right now. Okay, so we're gonna follow the instructions. We're gonna take these off. And they're relatively clean. That's fine. We can throw that out later. Alright. So the first things first is we got to put the silicone pads on these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it on the Raspberry Pi instead, so I know that they're on the correct pieces. So what I think they're trying to do is they're trying to put one on the processor, which is, of course, good. And then one on this, like, this memory chip right here. There. And then this just, I'm gonna put it up. So these out bumps actually just kind of like go, in theory, should just do that. Alright, next. What's next on the instruction manual? It looks pretty nice the way it is right now. Okay, so we gotta screw down some stuff, I think, using the shorter flatheads, which I guess are these. 3, 4, and 3, 4 of those. All right. I don't think we need iFixit right now because we got our main screwdriver right here, and they need to, I think, screw down this one. Alright, we got one there. I think we're supposed to do this one, these two, and then this one. Yep. Oh, something between screwing them down and... What the hell is bending this? I gotta remove them all now. Oh. It was sitting all nice and proper before. Yeah, it is now. Alright, still sitting nice and proper. We'll just... Oh, I see what's going on here. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, so the Raspberry Pi has pins on one side. And this module wants to push them all in. But it's not aligned right. Something is not aligned right with these pins. Oh, this thing also needs to come off. Yeah. That was probably a my bad scenario right there. Oh. Gotta grab all that filth off of there. Alright. Alright, now this should just... So, you see these holes right here? They should line up with each one of these pins on this side. Hopefully it does. Yeah, okay. Now I think we're good. Last one. Right here. All right. Next. Alright, so now comes the part where we need to put our pre-programmed micro SD card in. Now, because, shoot. What I believe you're supposed to do is have your Raspberry Pi boot up with the SD card in, and then remove it after about maybe like 2 minutes or something. So we have to do that. So let's power this up. We got a cable here. And we're just gonna... we're gonna plug it in. Will it not? Alright, we don't have any lights on that. That's a bad cable. Maybe. Oh, probably not a bad cable. Actually, wait. Because it's got that stupid push button. Hey, there we go. So it's loading now. It's going to do its thing. That SD card is going to swap the EEPROMPT, which is basically the built-in storage on here, to figure out how the Raspberry Pi boots, how it follows commands and everything. So it's going to boot up. It's going to read the stuff from the SD card. It's going to reprogram it to run off a USB stick. Let's clean up everything as this is doing its thing. We're going to give it, I don't know, a minute or two. Let's have a countdown. Yep. Oh. That might be a problem. Okay, so there should be... Okay, so here... While this is doing its thing, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says 1 to 2 default, 2, 3 always on. So we need to swap this pin before we close this up, because that'll determine what the power button does. Now, in the case of a shorted out power outage or whatever, this will just turn off and it won't start back up right away. I want this thing to always be on when there's power, because I want to be able to control my home. I want to make sure that there's, like, you know, just in case like the power goes out or something, or there's a power fluctuation and power turns off for a second on the Pi. I don't want it to just stop working. I want this to turn right back on, pick up where I left off, and especially when I'm like out doing things. Like if the power goes out and I have this set up for like stuff like what's now like warning me, hey, there's someone in your house. If I don't get that, then I'm gonna be so mad. All right. Because yeah, if it just turns off and I set everything up to get like notifications when things happen in the house, like say my house is starting to burn down, and my Z-Wave smoke alarm isn't connected because the thing's off, it's not going to give me a warning to my cell phone saying, hey, get your ass back home. Your house is on fire. Or something like that. And I won't be able to call the police or call the fire department. Or if someone's trying to break in, you know, it won't give me a warning on my motion detectors, because the motion detectors aren't hooked up anymore. You know, because the Raspberry Pi's down. I don't know how long this is supposed to take. What was it now? They said something about hooking it up to like a screen or something afterwards. I don't know. Right now, we're going to give it another, 30 seconds or something before we just power it off. Because it's been going for about a minute. 2 minutes and like a couple seconds. I don't know if that means it's still reading it or what's going on. Let me find a cable really quick. Maybe I can tell what it is. Okay, so we connected an HDMI. How do I change stuff on? Oh. Is there a nubbin somewhere on my TV? On my... Man, if my Samsung thing ever goes down... Nope, that just shut off my computer. Change it back to DisplayPort. Well, I'm gonna say, well, first off, I'm gonna check with you guys, see what you're up to. See, we're still running. And we're just gonna call it a day, I think, with this one. So we're gonna zoom out. We're just gonna pull the cables. We're good. I think it figured itself out. We're gonna take the SD card out. Next, we're gonna put the M.2 cover on. And hopefully I won't have to do this a second time. Remember, do an X when you're putting in 4 screws. This one, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Bottom right, top left. All right, and then all we have to do is throw on the bridge right here. Hopefully this is the right way. Throw on the Nortec. Oh, we're gonna have to see if that changes anything. Can it sit up here as well? Yeah, it can sit up there as well, so it doesn't mess with anything over there. Well, I don't know. We'll see if it recognizes this, because there's no... Oh, it's going to recognize it. I'm just going to throw it over here for a second. And so we're just going to connect our USB and our... There. I'm going to put it back up where it was. Actually, I want to put the feet on it first. Nope. Damn. How do I put these feet on where it's not like... Nope. Maybe that'll do. With the shininess, I can't really see where I'm going with them. Four. And so there we go. There's our whole system. So they move the GPIO pins up here so you can use them if you still need to. With a magnetic cover. Ooh. And you have all your outputs right here. Your audio, power, HDMI, full HDMI instead of these ridiculously small things. You got your 4 USB ports. I mean, technically 3 because you have that on there. And you have your network connection right there. Alright, so I'm going to put this up back where it was, and we'll keep going. There we go. Oh, crud. Nope. That was my bad moment. Because guess what we forgot to do? If you remembered, I was just talking about it. We need to change the pins so this thing is always on. And I'm willing to be annoyed for this 3-second. Oh, wait, no. I'm willing to be annoyed for this 3 seconds. And, oh, crap. And losing a screw. Oh, no, wait, screw's right there. Just so I don't have to be annoyed later. So we changed that pin from always on. It should be from default to always on. And I'm just going to use a circle method instead of the X method this time, just because I don't care too much. At this point, it just slightly annoyed me. And let's make sure that it's always on. No, let's not. Well, I want to do it in front of the camera, but oh no, if the USB port's not on. How is it? How do I test if it's on? Oh. Yeah, nope, it turns on without it. We got that light. So I didn't need to press a button, I didn't need to do nothing. I just plugged it straight in. And you can see, oh, wait, oh. Damn it. Alright, so I plug this in, and the Nortec security light should pop on. Yep, you can see it right there. That's good. Okay, we're good. We're solid. We're solid for now. Put the adapter on, and we're gonna boot it up right now. Alright, so now that that's there, we can clean all this up. And we gotta wait a second or two because... well, because it needs to boot. This is gonna be its first time technically booting up. Alright, let's try Home Assistant. Um, and let's see, Home Assistant. There we go. Now it's all running off of the SSD. So we don't need to babysit this. So this can take up to 20 minutes. And so now I'm just going to clean up. And if you guys want to sit around and wait for it, we can. It does this nice cool thing with like the constellations and stuff, I guess. I don't know. With like a constellation pattern where if you move your mouse, it does this. Alright, so anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go clean up my workbench, because you should always clean up your workspace after you're done with the job. So that way you're ready for the next one. And also because this is kind of where my keyboard sits when I'm playing games. So, like, yeah. Alright. So like auto starting was our big thing. It does that now. We now have it, what's it now? Yeah, we have it booting from an SSD. We have it, yeah, we have it booting from an SSD. And that's kind of what we wanted. And we wanted a better case, because this case that I have, this pure metal one, whatever. Oh, whatever this one was. Occurred. It wasn't working too well. This one was overheating too much, and I don't know. Maybe it's where it placed it. I don't know, but I don't think passive heating for the Raspberry Pi is like pretty. I don't think it's there yet. Especially not with like a cheap $13 case that I had. This was, I don't think it did the job. My Raspberry Pi didn't technically overheat, but it was still warm. This whole thing was pretty warm and uncomfortable to touch. So, I don't know. But anyways, we got this now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because if it didn't work with just like Home Assistant, which is just kind of like just sitting there doing nothing with the Raspberry Pi. Oh, onboarding. Try refreshing. Okay, wait. No. Okay, so something went wrong. Onboarding. Here we go. Didn't take 20 minutes. Well, maybe it still does. Yeah, we're still waiting for it, so it might take a minute or two more. I'll be right back, guys. What I want to do is finish this up really quick, but I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to try and refresh the page. I really don't want to... I really don't want to wait here for 20 minutes on this. But I guess I'm going to have to sit here and wait for it. Oh man, if something went wrong, I'm gonna feel so bad because this is stupid. We shouldn't. All right, I'm gonna have to just power it off, power it back on. Possibly. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Try reloading it. Come on. This is what I was afraid of. Hey, there we go. Alright, there we go. Elaine, password. Create account. This is gonna be home. Currency doesn't matter. Next. Next. Finish. Alright, next. Notifications. Settings. System. We're gonna grab our backup and throw it on here. Alright. Updates? Nope, no updates. Storage? No. What was it called? Hardware? No. Backups. There it is. Upload backup. We're gonna do from downloads, I think. SSD backup. Full backup. Restore. Restore. And hopefully, fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed here. Whatever. That this works. Because this is the first time I'm doing this, and this is something that I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't work. Because I really don't want to. I really want to have it more secure on an SSD, because SSDs, they won't. Again, like I said, they are better for stability, and it's better stability and longer life, and I won't have to worry about it being on a. It can regulate itself, basically. The SD card, you can't. The SSD does. It has all these prevention errors and so much more. Reload. It's just the waiting that's annoying. Like, that's the true thing that's, like, really annoying. After this, we're gonna probably take like a 5-10 minute break, give or take. I'm gonna get off, and then we'll come back with a kit I bought for um, for a amplifier, an amplifier kit, and we'll build it, and we'll see what's going on with that. Because I wanna build my what you call it, the turn my phone into a home assistant, kind of like home assistant, and my old phone into a home assistant slash artwork piece slash something else. I don't know. Slash like giant radio or something, amplifier, so I can have like music in my place. Oh, don't tell me I have to. I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I'm gonna pull the plug on it again. And normally I'm like really patient, but I got a lot of things to do today. Especially with you guys being here. I have to finish up that lamp. I have to and this is something that I wanted to do, but I didn't think it would take this much time. I thought it would just be plop in, we're good. And it's been at least 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know. Just throwing this all together, and we'll so I don't know what else to do here while we're waiting. Hey, there we go. All right, and hey, we got everything kind of. Oh, wall sensor. I didn't plug that in. All right. Indoor sensor. It's grabbing things slowly. But can we turn off the fan? Yes. Okay. All right. So for the most part, oh, son of a Node red isn't here. Well, it looks like I might have to just go for the... Nope, we got, okay, so we got cameras. We got cameras working. Yeah, we got cameras working. We got that working. We don't have Node Red. We got our those things still working, but Node Red is not here. That's the one thing I wanted to keep, and that's why I wanted to do a backup. Well, that's not the main reason I wanted to do a backup, but nope. Add-ons. Node Red. Node Red. It's not installed. Alright, so I got like a whole weekend to do that, don't I? But at least all of my graphs are still here. My battery levels are still here. I actually got to swap that out. But yeah, no, it looks like for right now, it's gonna have to be what it is. Yeah, ESP home. Yeah. Yep. Well, to be fair, that one's the only one. Okay, so I gotta clear this up too. Delete that. Indoor sensor is fine. I just don't have it plugged in right now because it sets off the alarm. Although now that Node Red isn't here, it probably won't. I don't need this one. Delete. Delete. We don't have any. We don't have any more. Oh, me. We did have a switch. All right. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with that later. We don't have any LED lights right now. We don't have any lamps. Well, we have the grandpa's lamp, but that's fine. And that's fine. All right, so we got that cleared up. Anywho, I think this is gonna be it for today right now because it's been like an hour or so, and well, that's about all I can take for right now with all this waiting and disappointment and stuff. So we're gonna take a 5, 10, 15 minute break. Depends on how long like I space out, but we'll be back today and I'll see you guys then. All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.